What's up, everybody? This video I'm going to go over market cycle. Well, I know everybody's mentioned market cycle here and there and all these things on the internet, but reality is research is done, and certain companies and places always do research on market cycles per city every quarter. So the smart real estate investor goes off of the market cycles, and you determine what cities and things you're going to buy in. Some marketer real estate, commercial real estate people out there just don't get it. So I wanted to do this video just to show everybody what's going on. You will notice at each of the phases where you would start at the top and the bottom of the cycle, and you notice expansion goes into the hyper expansion, which is the last phase before it topples off into the hyper supply and the drop in rent prices and the drop in values of properties. That is cities like Houston, Fort Worth, Detroit, Columbus, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, Kansas City, Missouri, Naples, Florida, New Jersey, Coastal, Orlando, Florida, and St. Louis, Missouri. So if you're buying a property in those cities and you're paying full price, you are not preparing for anything bad. And let me give you a little case study. Guy bought it 5 years ago, and then 4 years ago Hurricane Harvey hit. With investors, and paid full price and renovated it, and bought at the top of the apex in 2016. But the hurricane dropped his occupancy down to 50%. Hasn't been able to recover because insurance didn't cover much. His cash flow's gone, and dude's broke because many clauses don't cover 100-year flood zones, and force majeure is in the fine print, so there's a lot of chance you're going to lose money. So he can't even restore the property. Now he's upside down, where he paid like $7 million loan. He got $2 million investors, so the guy's in it for $9 million because one of my students or clients was going to buy the property, but he's so upside down you can't even buy it. So the lesson here is that if you're buying properties at full price at the top of the market cycle, it just takes one little thing out of the blue to send you from going rich to super broke. And that can be a hurricane. I mean, well, Houston, they laid off everybody for the oil. That was one time. Or just some other freak strain of COVID. It caused everybody to have more delays in rents, or all these kinds of things, because you don't have the cash flow and the capital and the reserves to handle a problem. So you want to buy smart, and you want to buy like anywhere from this market cycle besides the top of the apex, because you're in a terrible position. I mean, why would you do that? It's just not smart. You wouldn't do that. It's not a good move. Yeah, it'll make money by the regular increase in rent, but by the same token, if you have no cushion, it's like buying in the stock market, and all your day traders, they're great day traders when it's a bull market and everything's going great, but what happens when it turns into a bear market overnight? They all become broke. I mean, if you buy smart, it's about the price you pay for it, and then you have the cushion, and you're making the right moves, and you have the cash out in advance, so you have cash to cover problems. You got reserve money, so you could weather a storm. You could make payments for a year if you had to. Once you have a reputation of buying smart and doing these things, and you're going to sell at the top of this cycle when everybody else has problems and they crash, all these people that weren't smart, guess what? They're going to start calling you with business. And since you have the reputation of closing fast, you're going to get the deal right off the phone call. And they're desperate, they need help. So who are they going to go to? They're going to go to you. So that's how the system works. So you buy smart at the right price in the right cycle, or the right price in any cycle, and you never pay full price. That's what you're selling to the chumps that are buying all the stuff. If you want to pay full price, you could do a development and you could say the costs are 10 times more than what it is, and you're basically selling it at half price at full price. You're always selling at maximum price at the top of the cycle, and then like all the other wannabes buying it from you, and you're making double or triple your money. By this model, it always works and has made more people multi-billionaires in this country than any other model there is. I mean, you have cash out up front. It's just a better business model. It's just smarter. So at the bottom of the hyper supply, you're looking at like Cleveland, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Richmond, and Syracuse, New York. And of course, New York, you know, since they're on the news talking about not paying your rent and everything, at least 50% of the tenants aren't paying rent. So they're practically giving everything away in New York, except you have to validate and make sure what's the true gross income currently compared to what it is. But half of New York is like half price. I mean, it's literally, some of the sellers don't want to drop it, and they think their property's still good when they don't have any income to support the loan. But you're not safe in New York if you're buying luxury condos and it's only like 15 units or less, because, you know, rents could be like $3,000 a month, but your level of risk is expanded because you have less units. So in those cases, you want to definitely get a copy of the lease and the terms of the lease. I mean, the length they have the lease out for to cover your bases, but still you want to make smart moves. So you would probably look at, I mean, if you got the right price, things can work. If you're in this expansion zone on the market cycle, you're going to have to get like 75% or more, like 60 full price. If you're paying full price, you're just an idiot. You're a clueless idiot. And that's what got or gets people in trouble, because it takes one setback when you're on the edge and you got investors and you're at the top of the realm. And if you're raising market rents and you're buying Class A property and you're raising market rents to over market value, I mean, you're just walking a very thin line on a tightrope. It's really a stupid move. I mean, you would rather buy at the correct price and do it better. I mean, any property can, anybody can show you can make profit by jacking up rents, but if it's not in the best position in the first place, you're not doing anybody any favors, like the investors, that you're not paying crap. It's not benefiting anybody. I mean, it makes money at a higher risk level. It's not a stable investment. And if you're a passive investor and you're a accredited investor and you're throwing money into this type of property, that's really a bad move, because if you came over here and I taught you how to do things and buy the right properties at the right time and the right price and have the power to close in a week, literally a week, where normal people closing in real estate market is taking them like 90 days to do all their stuff, super slow. I mean, literally we could close in a week, maybe 2 weeks if something's going slow. But yeah, if you're a passive investor, accredited, and you want to get into commercial real estate, hire me and I can make it where you're an active buyer with enough knowledge that it becomes passive, and it's ran passive, and you're not losing your butt, and you're not only getting paid like crumbs, you're getting the full amount of the property, where you're double or tripling your money on one property in literally like a year and a half. And then you're selling to all these idiots that don't have a clue, that are paying all these extra monies for the full price. And if you do things right, you know, it's easy to double, but it's literally triple when you sell to dipshits. And they're all over the internet. I mean, this industry is like the car industry, except worse. So if you know the inside of this industry, you can make exponential billions. If you're just on the outside, you're going to get ripped off like you go buying a car. You get ripped. Because, I don't know, do you know of any, I mean, what's the percentages of car salesmen that are actually truthful? About zero. Maybe 0.05%. I mean, I've only met one. in the games they play. But what's even worse is the finance department and the owner of the car lot are all got lies in layers and layers and layers of tricks and bullshit in every purchase of a car. So even if you did find an honest car salesman, they're lying to the car salesman, and then the finance company's lying to him, and then they're jacking you with the lease and all the other extra padded stuff in there, and the market price from the dealer, and they show you the numbers, and these are all lies. It's all a scam. The car industry's huge. Commercial real estate's even worse, because if you don't know it, you think you're getting in commercial real estate and you're making money and you're saving money. You're not. You're just on the outside of it being played. And you're buying them all at the top of the apex, and all the vultures are flying around just waiting for you to keel over and get trashed. Yeah, you gotta look good for a while, but one setback, you're gonna lose your deals. It's not smart investing, but if you do smart investing, cash out up front with no investors, buy with equity, pay for the right price, get the right price, then you're the one that's in control of the market and waiting for the other beginner idiots to crash. And they will. They always do. It's just like the stock market, the exact same thing. You know, everybody goes in when it's doing great and looks like it's so hot, and they pay full price and they use their butt. So that's why the hedge funds and all the big people in the stock market are always on top, and they're always in it. Because they get in at the right price, not the stupid price. And when you know what to look for, and you have the power to close deals quick, like in a week, and you're smart and you can leverage, you can close deals quicker, smarter, and get the best price and make it a win-win. Because it takes them, average commercial real estate is taking like 3 to 6 months to close. Well, we're doing it in a week. So you better believe they're going to consider that, and you're going to get more deals, and you're going to get lower price than what people normally pay. On top of that, plus you're going to know all the games and tricks, how to sell it. So you're going to win every angle. So you either know this industry, the inside of it, or you're on the outside of it getting ripped off. You're making a little bit of money for the most part, but your risk levels are at the top of the pyramid. And you're just making the superficial surface level, and you're on the edge of where you could lose money. It's not a smart move. But if you want to make the big money, you'll know from the inside and be able to do it. So I'm just giving this little information. Normally I would not do that many more public videos on commercial real estate, since so many people are copying, even off my Instagram, and certain individuals are copying off me. I've been posting, and they're putting up cat postings. Every single thing I'm doing, they're taking out bits and pieces of my stuff and stealing it. Retarded. Because they're copycats. They have no originality, no concept of real commercial real estate, and just fraudulent freaks that can't do shit except market. They can't do real commercial real estate. Yeah, you can buy things and get ripped off, but that don't mean you know shit. So, but if you really want to know the commercial real estate industry, you want to be able to close deals fast, you want to see what the real price is, what the real games are, and how to learn and overcome all the games and be a principal while everybody else is on a playground and they're a bunch of children, and you want to make excessive amount of money, you should give me a call. But I'm going to just go over some cities. What would be good? Oakland, California. Really, right here is really starting to be positive. Your major cities at the bottom of the recovery, and anywhere in here, if you can pick them up, and if they're at 50% occupancy, it's good, distressed, and a bit enough to make double or triple your money. So from there on up, I wouldn't be buying much past a little over recovery. The best range would be, anywhere from the bottom of the chart, because you got all the cycles to make it all the way through here. So when Trump gets in office, and like your Texas areas and things like that, and he cuts back the border, legal aliens, and supply drops, and the commercial construction catches up to these areas, which is, maybe 2024, but I'm thinking sooner. Or if there's anything that happens, that's just a bad position. But if you start at the bottom of the cycle and you work your way up, that's how you make all your money, because you've got the price and you enjoy the profits all the way through, and you have such a cushion, and you have cash out from the very beginning. So, I mean, you're going anywhere in here, you're making tons of money. Now, if you go up to the top of the realm and the very edge that's coming down, well, I mean, you can look it up on the internet, and like, I mean, certain places the rents are actually going down, but every deal is different. You want to look at the overall picture and determine what's really going on, but that's what we teach you, or I show you. So if you like to get in there and get your education and get money in your pocket and learn on the deals as you go, I would love to do that. And we'll get your corporation set up. The latest round of funding, I've just got like one that funded a couple days ago. It's got $500,000 at the first lender, so he'll clear about $2 million his first round. But I'm going to tell everybody the average is like $500,000, $800,000, because I like to over deliver. So if you have a hardcore credit and you want to get a real corporation that gets that kind of funding, we can do it. You want personal funding or credit repair, but no matter what, you really want to get into, you want to get your credit set up, so when you do get into commercial real estate, you can take advantage of the best rate and make double your money versus like getting dinged and losing about a third of your profit. But it's going to be so much money, even if you have bad credit, it won't matter. So that's that. But everybody should be jumping in commercial real estate, because now is the time to buy. I can make it with your bad credit or whatever you got and get you in. And as you notice, everybody on the internet is advertising commercial real estate when you have like every angle, I mean everyone in on it, telling you the basic average general information without any of the key things that really matter. So give me a call at 312-473-4163. Thanks.
Power, realize your power, finding out myself, power, realize your power, finding out myself. Go where you wanna go, do what you're gonna do what you wanna do, go where you wanna go, get on with it, come on, get on with it, come on, get on with it, come on, get on with it. It's what I say, what I say. Listen what I say, listen what I say, listen what I say, what I say. Get on with it, come on, get on with it. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. I go left, I go right, dance all night. I go left, I go right, give it up, dance all night. I go left, I go right, give it up, dance all night. Get on top now, get on top, get on top, get on top, yeah. Power, realize your power, finding out myself, finding go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right, live it up, dance all night.
Power, realize your power. Finding out myself, finding out myself. Power, realize your power. Finding out myself, finding out myself.
Go where you wanna go. Do what you're gonna do. Do what you wanna do. Go where you wanna go. Get on with it. Come on, get on with it. Come on, get on with it. Come on, get on with it. It's what I say. What I say. Listen what I say. Listen what I say. It's what I say. What I say. Get on with it. Come on, get on with it. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. Get on top now. Get on top. Get on top. Get on top, yeah.
Power, realize your power. Finding out myself, finding out myself.
I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night.
Power, realize your power. Finding out myself, finding out myself. Power, realize your power. Finding out myself, finding out myself.
Go where you wanna go. Do what you're gonna do. Do what you wanna do. Go where you wanna go. Get on with it. Come on, get on with it. Come on, get on with it. Come on, get on with it. It's what I say. What I say. Listen what I say. Listen what I say. It's what I say. What I say. Get on with it. Come on, get on with it. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Live it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gon' be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you're gon' be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gon' be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. Get on top now, get on top, get on top, get on top, yeah.
Power, realize your power. Finding out myself, finding out myself.
I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night. I gon' let you go right, live it up, dance all night.